Hey guys, want to touch on that thing a little bit more about siblings and brothers and people in your family, whatever. Why they aren't INFJ? Like I said before, it's probably, maybe it's to do with something about being the oldest. Oh, they get a flat tire. They need to do something about that. They're pulling over. That's all good. Um, yeah, so my brothers, I have got them to do the little 16 personalities and whatever else tests. Probably mainly that one because it's easy. It seems to be you can sell it to people. It's only 12 minutes, you know. It's not really a MBTI one. It's actually a Big Five one because it's got those extra letters on the end. We all know that, right? You know, we've been down that. We know that, don't we? But I think the Big Five is probably more acceptable in psychology circles. Like I sound like I know what I'm talking about, hey? But it's funny how INFJs can seem to pull that shit off, you know. Sometimes sounding humble and arrogant in the same breath. But yeah, my brothers, they're not INFJs. There's some levels of introversion, for sure, but not INFJs. And yeah, they are quite different to me, you know. So, you know, if you listen to the, bunch of stuff I've been talking about my mother a fair bit, you know. Is that some Freudian thing or some other, I don't know, whatever, blame your mother for everything? Like I said, you get to the age of 25, you shouldn't be blaming anyone else. But, if I want to go and look at what shaped my personality, looking for excuses whether INFJs are born or made, born or created, um, then you got to look there. You got to look at that early childhood sort of thing. Um, but they have the same mother, and to a large extent the same situation. She might have changed a little bit by the time she's had the first born, one and a half firstborns. Um, so I'd be interested, like if anyone does know anything about INFJs or if you are one, um, maybe chuck down in the comments something. Just I wouldn't mind doing some sort of thing to say, are you the firstborn, or are you an only child, or the oldest grandchild, or the favourite one, or something? Is there something along those lines? In conjunction with a bunch of drama, possibly. Um, Sometimes drama isn't dramatic; it can be quite subtle, you know. Um, I've had a bunch of stepmothers and stepfathers, and it's funny. I can talk to, in my day it was you were a strange one in the playground to come from a broken family. I'm a bit over 50, so I was going through the 70s at school, 70s and early 80s, and so it was strange. But now it's so normal. And it's funny, I get young trainee girls and things like that for admin trainees, and quite often they come out of the box with, I think they all have to leave school with anxiety these days and a whole bunch of dramas. And I don't know if we've ever had one that had a family that was still together, you know. Um, and in one of the episodes recently, I was just sort of not blaming, but maybe posing the question that could that drive for feminist rights back in the 70s and 60s be part of what screwed up society? I mean, it's going to have to be a whole mix of a whole lot of things, not just one thing. But I really like the show Mad Men. It showed all of that sort of stuff. Now, getting back to the trainees, the young trainees, I could sort of really relate to some of them, especially ones that had lots of family breakups and things like that. You know, I can read them and all that sort of stuff, being an INFJ, and it's interesting that you just know what step parents are like. All the little things, all the little games they play. There's not many good ones, you know. Um, there's not many good ones. Read a book recently on the old Audible with my ears, read with my ears, you know, and it was interesting that it was Jimmy Barnes, this Australian rock singer, had a hard. He's written 2 books. He's had a hard life, and he got a good stepfather that was good for him. Wasn't good for his mother, but she just latched onto him for someone to look after the kids and stuff. And he did the right thing. He looked at. He really was like an angel coming along and saving the day. But the mother never really. She just used him when all the kids had gone through. She tossed them aside and stuff like that, you know. But it's interesting how he told the story, how it was, you know, he was one of the good ones. So there are some that put themselves aside for looking after someone. They feel that they're here for some reason in the world, and this might be their reason. Look after these kids and make sure they get a decent start in life. And it could be, you know, it could be. Everyone should have a meaning in life and be able to, you know, have the opportunity to do something good for the world. There's plenty of opportunity to do bad things. So, yeah. So, you know, like, can you blame your mother and it could be your father as well, or your stepfathers, or you know, all that sort of thing. Can you blame all of them when your brothers don't turn out the same? Or is it because it's the oldest ones? I don't know. I just want to throw that one up there real quick, and, you know, if someone can relate to that, then, I don't know, say something. Maybe. But yeah. Alright.